Morning guys, Derek here, and we've got a good one for you here today. It's early here in the morning, but let's get through this. We've got working out to work off weight. Now there's a warning here, it may not work the way you expect. So taking off the weight and keeping it off is a challenge, to say the least. There's no quick fix, no special diet pill. It takes hard work, dedication, but it also takes being smart about how you do it. Okay, so we're going to go through this, and there's a couple myths out there, misinformation that the media puts out. We're going to squash a few of those and give you some good insight on how to take off the weight and keep it off. Okay, so let's get into this. All right, first, obviously exercise isn't the whole solution. It's only part of the solution. The other piece is your eating habits and your diet. You need to be burning more calories than you take in, and it is so easy with my clients and friends and family. We're always talking about calories in versus calories out, and it's so easy to get 500, 600, 700 calories out of a small meal, and even easier when you are drinking something that's high in calories. You go to your local coffee shop and you get your favorite coffee loaded up, and all of a sudden you've got 600 calories that you're going to ingest in as little as 10 minutes. So it takes a lot longer to burn that off than 10 minutes. Okay, so you cannot, and I say this in everything that I do, all my products with my clients face to face, you cannot out-train a bad diet. Okay, so make sure that you understand that. Weight loss starts by eating a healthy, balanced diet. And in all my systems for the Nutrition Renegade, we don't really count calories. It's all based on portion control, pushing away from the table before you start to feel full, because that is the absolute last signal to your body that you're full. So when your stomach is full, your brain takes a while to receive the message saying, hey, I'm full. So you've now overeaten. Okay, if you're feeling full, you ate too much. So you need to push away. And Adam Steer, I heard a great interview from him, and he uses the rule, eat to 80% full, which is fantastic. Okay, that's a great way to look at it. Weight maintenance. So I talk about this in my products as well. How many times have you gone on a crash diet, so calorie restricted diet, to see the scale slowly creep back up? Right, your jeans were, you finally got into your skinny jeans, and all of a sudden they're tight again. So diet alone cannot get you to where you want to be. You need to maintain that with physical activity as well. So it needs to be a two-piece approach. You can't have one or the other get you to where you want to be. And if you do get to where you want to be, it will only be temporary. So your body may react accordingly to a calorie-restricted diet for the short term. But 100% of you will hit a plateau. 100% of you will stop getting the results and possibly balloon back up from that style of weight loss. You absolutely need two pieces to it, and you need to confuse the body. Okay? So let's move on to the next one. An active lifestyle. It's paramount. So we're not just talking about hitting the gym a few times a week, because that might be 4 or 5, upwards of 6 hours a week you might train. What about the other 95% of your time? I mean, if you go home, you sit on the couch the rest of your evening. If you are a desk jockey and you're behind your computer all day long, it's going to take its toll. You can't out train all of that. So you need to make sure that you're doing the extra things, like go for a walk at lunch, on your breaks, get up and walk around, use the stairs instead of the elevator. Absolutely boycott the elevator. The taller building you work in, the better. I mean, those stairs every day, you're on the 7th floor, that's hundreds of stairs, and it's going to impact your weight loss and help you keep it off if you're to where you want to be already. So no more elevators or escalators, because escalators are no better. Okay, Splurge and Sabotage. So with all my clients, I encourage them to cheat once in a while, but only if they're already on target, only if they're doing everything they need to do with their diet and exercise and eating plan. The one thing you absolutely have to remember is, and I say it again and again, and I'm sorry that I sound so repetitive, you can't out-train the bad diet. So if you go out and you have like the apple pie here, you might put in another 500-600 calories. A 200-pound person takes a whole hour at a quick, intense walk to burn that number of calories. Okay? So it's really easy to take in too many calories in a day just by splurging once. So what I tell my clients, keep the target 90% of the time. Eat 5-6 days a week really well. Seventh day, if you want to have something, but try to keep the target 90% of the time. Because if you every day you're thinking, oh, this cookie will be okay, oh, this drink will be okay, it's all going to add up, and you can't out-train that. Okay, and this is why I see continually in the gym that I train at the Y here in Calgary. I've seen people for 3 years that haven't made any changes, and they're in there sweating bullets and working hard, and it's just not making a difference. And I guarantee, and when I talk to them, because I always ask questions, it's their eating habits, and if they would just adjust it, they would make a lot more progress. Okay, and the big thing is it's really easy to drink in calories. Like I said with the coffee, your favorite drink, potentially even like your booster juices, Jugo juice, stuff like that, they have tons and tons of calories if you're not managing that. You have 2 of those a day and you think, oh, I'm not eating fast food, but bam, you're putting in another 400 to 600 calories every time you have one of those. So something to think about. Okay, don't trust the machines. So the reason I say this is, I often get people coming to me and saying, oh yeah, I burned 800 calories on the treadmill. Oh, I burned 1,000 calories. So they often creates in their mind this cushion where they can go out and eat more. Okay? These machines don't take into account your age, don't take into account your weight, don't take into account any other physical attributes that you have. You can input it into the computer, and it uses a basic algorithm for everybody. But everybody's different, and your metabolic rate is different. So this is a very, very general estimate of what you might have burned. Okay? So everybody burns at a different rate. So you can't, it's not accurate. So don't use that as your gauge. It's great that you're on there and you're doing the work and trying to get things done. But at the end of the day, you need to make sure that your eating and training, first, your eating is spot on and your training is intense. Okay? There we go. So scientific research on obese individuals shows that they lost more weight by diet alone than exercise alone. So that's an interesting fact, because if your eating habits aren't on, all the exercise in the world is not going to change that. Okay? You need to have both. And if you can only do one, if you only have time to do one, get your eating habits under control. Add in the exercise. Add in an active lifestyle. Okay, guys? It's paramount for you to get to the results that you want. And it's good for heart health and disease and stuff like that. So I hope that kind of sheds some light on some of the BS out there where you can out-train a bad diet. You just can't. And you need the two to really make a huge impact. But if you had to absolutely choose one, get your diet on track. Get your eating on track. All right? Thanks, guys. That's it for today. Get out there and lose some weight. Take care.